Welcome back to Life, Liberty, and Pods, episode 3. We are joined again today with Parker Boyd and Will Wegner. I don't know if Kermit's going to be here today. If my voice sounds horrible, it's because I got rushed to urgent care yesterday because I had two anxiety attacks and costochondritis. So I feel like shit. I sound like shit. But for the sake of this podcast, we're going to get it going today, boys.
Yeah, powering through.
Are we still doing Will of the Year?
I mean, we can. I don't know when that's going to happen.
Basically, we'll do Will of the Year, and then damn, I am off my game today, boys. We'll do Will of the Year, and then whoever wins gets to give a speech about why they're the best Will. And then the loser has to talk about why they're a simp.
I feel like I would do better losing.
All right, well, let's do that then. Let's call it like that.
I'm going Wegner and Baxter. Do you guys have?
Am I really going to have to expose myself as a simp?
Yeah. All right, Will, do you guys have your phones on you?
I mean, yeah, that's how I'm on Zoom. It's on my phone.
Oh, well, you have a Mac, right?
No.
Oh, well, I'm about to send a text message. Okay, so for those listening, how we decided who's going to win Will of the Year is basically whoever responds back to me first. So, all right, I'm going to send out the text message in 3, 2, 1. All right, it's sent. Oh, Baxter wins.
What?
Aww.
Wait, hold on. I got Riley's and Will's text at the same time.
I was just waiting for it. I was like, I just need to do one letter, and that's it.
I was fixing to say he already had it auto-drafted and everything. All right, Baxter. Congratulations. Right. You're the 2020 Will of the Year. How does it feel?
Thank you. It's amazing. This is such an honor. I've been training and working so hard for this for such a long time. You have no idea how much this means to me.
Are you going to let the wifey know that you are now the Will of the Year?
Yeah, I'm going to let her know. Dude, I'm going to get a plaque. I'm going to get this framed. It's going to be hanging above my bed. Every night before I go to sleep, I'm going to look at it. Just remind myself that I'm the Will of the Year.
The committee of choosers thanks you for your service.
I would like to thank the committee.
Thank you. Now for the Simp of the Year. Wagner, you now have to talk about why you're the ultimate simp.
I can describe it in one sentence. I gave my stimulus check to Pokimane over Twitch chat.
You did not.
Just kidding.
You did not.
I did not do that. No. I wanted to, though, just so she could notice me.
Just send that check in and she'll say your name.
I already spent it.
But you have to tell us why you're a simp.
Thank you, Mr. Simp, for the bits.
Why?
Oh, wait, actually, hold on, wait. You have to say why you're a simp, but in Kermit's voice.
Yeah, then you can talk about Miss Piggy.
Oh. I'm a simp because I do everything that she says. I wait on her hand and foot. Give all my paychecks to her. I watch her Twitch streams. I'm subscribed to her OnlyFans. I'm a Twitch mod in her chat. I ban anybody.
Oh my god, this hurts. My chest is pounding.
Oh my gosh.
Also,
thank you, Will.
So I listened to our podcast, and I was going to text in the group what I thought about that trailer, or should I really say the free promos that we did?
We tried to
what
fit as
the
many,
literal hell was that?
Tried to fit as many, just blatant, product placement things in it to make it.
I'm surprised you didn't do Audible books by Amazon.
Oh, that's for next time. That'll be next time.
And we need to do Red Shadow Legends.
As soon as I heard Manscaped 3.0 razor, I died.
Did you at least
so
like
I thought
it?
I'd get my live react. Yo, I liked it.
Okay.
I honestly thought you were reading the script from Michael Scarn.
Oh. That would be funny to redo.
I started listening to it, and I was like, is this Michael Scarn? I was like, wait, no, this is Kermit.
This is good.
No, this is Kermit.
Oh, okay.
Hi, is this the
Well,
Krusty Krab? No,
no,
this is Kermit.
Okay, so do we want to do 5 cities, or do we want to do Mount Rushmore first?
Let's start off with 5 cities because I feel like this
Okay.
Mount Rushmore could get contentious. So let's start off with something.
I agree.
So we're gonna do draft. Well, maybe not draft, but just like order.
We could just go like you list a few of our like the cities and then like give a quick reason or something.
Yeah, let's do
You know?
like everyone like we'll do top 5 like or number 5 round table and then like give a brief and then we'll go 4, 3. Like we'll do it by that.
Okay.
Like levels.
So
like number 5.
So do you want me to do like?
everybody's 5.
Well, do you want me? I have the number generator. Do you want me to like do our numbers again?
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay. So our numbers from last time were. Oh, I gotta find it. It was Baxter, then me, Parker, and then Wegner.
Yeah.
Okay. So Baxter, your top 5 favorite cities, if you will.
Oh, well, I'll start at number 5. Okay.
Yeah.
So my 5th favorite is Branson, Missouri. I got to go there. I don't remember how old I was. It's like 14.
Mm-hmm. Is Missouri like swampy?
No, it's very like foresty from what I remember. And Branson's like a tourist place, so there's just all these like tourist attractions, and it was very cool to be there as like a, I guess like teenager. I'd like to go back as an adult, but yeah, Branson, Missouri is my number 5.
left.
Oh,
I think Riley like lagged out or something.
freaking Riley, dude.
Okay. Did you see any shows when you were there?
Yeah.
I got kicked off.
Oh, you got kicked off.
Yeah, I just stopped and it kicked me off. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah, so all I heard was, Missouri, and then it went out.
Oh, okay. Will was asking
It's
if
fine.
I saw any
I
shows.
listened to it on the podcast.
Yeah,
Oh,
there you go. Yeah, I saw like a Dolly Parton thing that was going on and like a couple of other
Okay,
things.
actually, you might be the simp of the year now.
Bro.
I've been to Dollywood. Don't even test me.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
my
Wagner
God.
holds the title again.
No, but the reason I say that Trenton's uncle has a magic show there. in
Yeah,
Branson.
I didn't see
Yeah.
that show, but I remember Trent telling me about it.
It's
Is it
pretty
like
cool. I've been a few
Backerville where
times.
it's like casino?
I don't
Or like,
think there's casinos in Missouri.
No, there's not casinos there. It's just like a lot of
Showbiz tourist
people.
attractions. It was really neat though. You definitely need to go
Okay.
at some point.
It's pretty cool.
okay. Is it my turn? Or
Sure.
are we doing all 5 at once, or are we doing like...
No, we'll just go like everybody's 5, then everybody's 4.
Okay, wait, so... Okay, you're going to have to back up again. I'm so out of it right now. Sorry for all you
You're good.
listeners. I am so out of it today. So, are we doing like 1, 1, 1, 1?
So I just did my 5 and then you'll do yours and then
Oh, you did all 5 of them?
no, I just
No.
did like my number 5.
Yeah,
Oh,
everyone does their 5.
okay.
and
Yeah.
I was
4.
like, what the
Yeah.
hell? How did you say it so quick? Okay. So, a little fun fact about Riley. He's been to more countries than cities, so I'm about to have the worst list I've ever, like anyone's ever heard of. Because my number 5 is Lubbock.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
You
Okay,
would
so,
say
like,
that's something you would say.
I had a feeling that
But
would
hold
make
on.
an appearance.
So I've been to Florida. I've been to Fort Lauderdale. I've been to Orlando.
and you still put Lubbock in your top
Lubbock.
5?
I would still put Lubbock
Oh,
above
no.
anywhere in Florida.
No.
Oh my
Okay,
god.
honestly, Fort Lauderdale. Okay, so I went with my mom's like business thing when we were in Fort Lauderdale, so I didn't get to like see it. And when I was in Orlando, we went to Disney World. So like that's really all I've seen. Yes, I know Lubbock is a pathetic answer, but the other state, New Mexico, Oklahoma, and then Virginia. I hate New Mexico. I hate Oklahoma. So like, you got to work with me, and I hate Austin. So yes, Lubbock is my number 5. Born in Lubbock, Texas. So, just like Trey Young and Lincoln Riley, Jarrett Culver, I'm in it with some hot shots. But, honestly, Lubbock's not that bad of a town. I miss it. But it can be well, okay, I'll say this about Lubbock. Lubbock is actually very big, and when you start to get on like is it Buffalo Gaps, Parker? Or Buffalo Springs?
Buffalo Springs, I think.
Yeah, so when you start to go in the outer parts of Lubbock, Lubbock is actually really pretty. The inside of Lubbock, not so much. But when you start going outer skirts of Lubbock, there's like a lot of like nature type stuff and things to explore. There's like parks and things like that. So like the outer skirts of Lubbock is very pretty, but the inner skirts of Lubbock, I just think of Avenue Q, and that's not a pretty sight I want to think of.
No, it's not.
And for all my Lubbock listeners, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Like when you think of Lubbock, you think of like 114th and Avenue Q, and there is no in between.
All right. Well,
so
thanks.
My number 5 is Lubbock.
That terrible pick.
Thank you.
That was a bad pick.
I know.
Yeah.
Okay, it's okay. That's my worst one.
Good.
Yeah, good.
Thank you. Okay, so Parker, you're up next.
Okay. So I haven't been to that many cities either, like Riley, but I'm sure my list is better than his because Lubbock's not
wait, actually, can I change Lubbock for Fredericksburg? Yeah, I'm going to change Lubbock for Fredericksburg.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, I'm going to change Lubbock for Fredericksburg.
Okay.
Lubbock's still underrated. Don't get me wrong, but I'm going to change it to Fredericksburg.
Okay. I'll take that.
Okay. Number 5 for me is Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Ooh.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers.
And it would be higher, but I was only there for about an hour and a half.
Yeah.
As it is.
Drove past the stadium, drank at a coffee shop, took the school newspaper, then left. But
nice.
Underrated city. Pretty city. Underrated, though. That's number 5 for me.
I'll say my
I don't think anywhere in Louisiana can be underrated.
Like Baton Rouge is. I will say that. I'll say my thoughts, but Baton Rouge is underrated.
Interesting. I think it all holds up to the hype. But okay, Wagner, your number 5 city.
My number 5 city, Boise, Idaho.
Ooh.
Yeah, you've been to a lot of states.
Yeah, Will's traveled.
Yeah.
So I went there senior year, or like after we graduated, and stayed there for like 2 days. Really, like, actually surprisingly pretty city, like really green. And then I also got to go to Boise State's football stadium. It was pretty cool. It was closed. But I was skinny enough to fit through the gate, so I actually ran onto the field. So that was pretty cool.
You went with Sterling, right?
Yeah, I was with Sterling. I was on my Godspell trip, but
yeah,
it was actually really like surprisingly nice city. Like it was like a college city. So it was like pretty young and it was really pretty. Like a lot of the buildings were new and everything. Like surprisingly, really fun.
I like it.
Oh.
What about your number 4, Will?
Okay. Riley, were you saying something?
Oh no, I'll say it later because it's about one of our listeners.
Okay.
Yeah, someone actually reached out to me, but it's fine.
Oh.
Okay. My number 4 city is Ulsan, South Korea.
Whoa, hold on, wait. I thought we were doing U.S.
No.
It doesn't have to be.
Okay, if I would have known that.
You have time to change it.
I gotta change a lot of things real quick.
Okay, well, I'll just continue. I'll say why Ulsan. It was the first actual like city that I stayed at in Korea for a month when I went to school there, and it was like just super cool. The little area I was in had just like, it was like a 5-minute walk from campus. There was just like so many restaurants, like some bars, and like just a lot of fun places you could do. There was actually like I think 20 minutes away from our school was one of the soccer stadiums they used for the World Cup when it was there.
Whoa!
So that was really cool to see, and it was like right on the beach too. So it's just pretty cool city, really pretty. And there was like a typhoon going on when we first got there, so it was just constantly raining.
Nice.
Pretty nice. So that's my number 4.
I like it.
Okay. So number 4 for me, I only went there like 4 times, and I think I was like 8, 9, 10, 11 years old. It's this little town called Fun Valley. I think it's in Colorado. I'm really not 100% sure. But all I remember is it was this little like putt-putt course. And like I think by the end of the trip, the guy who owned it let me play for free. So I think my mom spent so much money to let me play there.
That's awesome.
So that's number 4. Yeah, and like it was this like tiny ass town. That's number 4 for me. I guess the city, I don't know. I'll allow it for the city.
Yeah, it counts.
Yeah, that works.
All right. Well, then if we're going with countries, then I am definitely changing my number 5. So first of all, my number 5 is Vienna in Austria. Beautiful city. Beautiful city. Basically, anywhere you go in Europe is just, I'm not trying to flex on anyone. This is all through 4-H, so it's all educational. Don't worry. I had to literally sign. So I was of age to drink over there, but we had to sign waivers saying we wouldn't drink. And oh my gosh! But so my number 5 is actually Vienna.
Okay.
Beautiful city. Highly recommend. Okay, so my number 4. I'm going back to the United States. This one is for Ryan Hamilton, but number 4, Washington, D.C. Have y'all ever been to D.C.?
Have not.
I almost did.
D.C. is actually okay. So as much as Ryan talks about Virginia, it drives me crazy. Yeah, that's right, Ryan. I'm saying it on the podcast, so it's real. But D.C. actually, like, if you like, can someone say the word Metroplex? There it is. It's breathe, Riley. I really like Metroplex cities, and DC is like one of the big Metroplex. But it's also very like chill at the same time. You can go to all the parks. I mean, basically what you see from like movie, it's almost verbatim. Like it's a very beautiful city. And the people actually aren't assholes, which is a big shocker. Considering who all lives there. But DC, yeah, strong number 4 for me.
I like that. All right. Well, my number 4 is Memphis, Tennessee. I don't remember a whole lot about it, but I remember there was really good food, and Tennessee's beautiful.
Did you get barbecue?
Yes, absolutely.
How was it?
It was so good. So good, but
Where
not
would
near.
You rank it?
Not near as good as another place I have on my list. I'll tease that.
Okay, is it better than Texas barbecue?
It's close. It's pretty close. Yeah, I mean Tennessee food is.
And you've been to Missouri too.
Yeah, I mean Missouri.
Kansas City is known for their barbecue also.
I have had barbecue in Kansas City, and that's pretty good. It's up there.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. It's definitely
right.
It lives up to the hype.
All right, so what's your number 3?
My number 3 is Baton Rouge. Beautiful city. It's one of the prettiest cities I've ever been to, honestly.
Okay.
I got to see the stadium. I got to see Mike the Tiger in his cage.
Ooh.
Yeah, I've been on
skinny?
campus. He's pretty big. He's a big old boy.
Okay. Making sure they're feeding our boy.
Yeah, they definitely are. The campus is beautiful. It's actually not that big of a campus from what I remember.
Really?
Yeah, it's surprisingly not.
Is it bigger than ASU?
Oh yeah, definitely. But it's not. I think Tech's campus is much bigger than it.
Oh, Tech's campus is like top 3 in the nation for size.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure. But is Mike on campus?
He's close to the stadium.
Okay, the reason why I ask is because have y'all ever been to Baylor's campus?
I don't think I've been on their campus.
Okay, those damn bears live on campus.
Oh my gosh.
Literally, it's like school buildings, school buildings. Like those bears live on campus.
Jeez.
I don't know how anyone hasn't gotten drunk and like jumped into the pit. Actually, that's more of like my school thing than Baylor thing.
Yeah.
So I guess that makes sense. Okay, not a bad one. Okay, so my number 3, going global again, is Munich in Germany. Oh, such a beautiful city. I mean, if you get the chance to go to Germany, don't go to Berlin. Start in Munich. Actually, you could go backwards if you want and end with Munich, because really, I think Munich is so we went to a lot of cities when we were in Germany. I can't pronounce the name. 2, I don't remember where all we went, but Munich definitely was very. I'm trying to think of how to. It had like a Fredericksburg kind of vibe, like the little shopping centers, but like with the water fountains and everything. Very beautiful city, but I highly recommend it. And so Parker now.
All right, number 3 for me is Austin, and I think it'd be higher on the list if I got to experience more of it. It was in high school, and I was 18.
Yeah.
I shut the hell up. You done? Okay. Yeah. We were a high school golf tournament. We literally played golf and went home and sat in a hotel, but it was really cool. Like, great food when we had it. Cool vibe. Yeah. I'd love to live there one day. That's number 3.
I mean, Austin is beautiful, but it's kind of weird.
Yeah, I liked it though. I'm weird.
The food is amazing.
Yeah, the food
and that's the only reason why I don't mind going to Austin. The people, mean, rude, weird, like, not even like, they're just like, they just stare at you. And I'm like, why are you staring at me? Like, please stop. Like, I'm just trying to go get a freaking street taco. Like, calm down. Ugh, I hate Austin. But it's whatever, Parker. You can live with Austin, I guess. That's fine. All right, Wagner, you go.
Well, that's a great pick because I actually want to live in Austin too someday.
Oh.
But my number 3 is Victoria, British Columbia. It's up like kind of near Vancouver. Yeah, Canada. I went there with Ryan Hamilton. And I went last spring break when we were in Seattle. And it was just a really I don't think it's qualified as a city. I think it's just a little like a town because it was pretty small. Yeah. But it was just really quaint and really cool. I don't know. There was
quaint.
Yes, quaint.
Quaint.
I think that's
interesting.
There was cherry blossoms on the street and it was like burger shacks and stuff and a really cool park. It was just really cool. Everyone was really friendly, you know. And there's this really cool Parliament building for British Columbia there. It's actually really, really cool. We got to go inside and see it. There's a big portrait of the Queen of England. It was actually pretty cool.
Nice. And for people that can't see, Will has a Canadian flag behind him.
Yeah, and which leads me into my number 2, Toronto, Canada. I went there. I wish I would have went there when I was a little older because I went when I was a freshman in high school. And I just remember it was kind of the first major city I had been to, kind of. Because on that trip, I went to Detroit and Indianapolis. So I had seen all these big cities, but Toronto was by far my favorite. Because in the downtown, there's malls underneath the road. It's underground malls pretty much that your hotel would connect to. And then we got a tour of the city on a double-decker bus. So it's just really cool. Just a really cool city. We got to drive by where the Raptors play basketball and stuff. I guess Jurassic Park is what they call it, that little area outside. So. Yeah, it was really cool. Just a pretty great place to be.
Well, I just want to say that you turned into Drake and went back to back with those Canadian picks.
Oh my. Okay, here's the thing. I'm the one making the dad jokes. You calm down there.
Hey, I saw an opportunity and I took it.
I liked it.
My chest hurts from that.
Anyway, so Parker.
All right, number 2 for me is Louisville. I went in late fall,
Tell them why you went to Louisville.
I went for the National FFA convention.
Oh, nice. Nice.
I didn't do FFA, but I tagged along because I was nice to the FFA teacher. So yeah, super pretty, all brown and orange trees, and we stayed on the Ohio River. Ooh. So really pretty, think I wish I had experienced more of it because it was a school trip. It was super cool. I really liked it. Definitely would go again.
All right. So my number 2. This was okay. So I had this one at number 1 on my cities in the United States, but now it's my number 2. But Dallas, Texas. If you know me, I love DTX. I thought about having Fort Worth on here too, but
it's all kind of the same.
It's all the same. It's all the same. Yeah, it's all the same. I know. Anyways, but like when you're in like downtown Dallas, like the heart, like I love Dallas, Texas. Like I would give anything. If there are any people who are hiring that are listening, please give me a job in Dallas because I will work for X amount of money and I'll sleep on your couch.
Oh, yeah. So Dallas almost made it to my top 5.
No, yeah. So my number 2 is Dallas, and I think it's a good one.
I like it. I like it a lot. All right, so my number 2 is another Tennessee city, and that's Nashville. Nashville is like Memphis, but on steroids. It's so much better. It's beautiful, great food, great music.
I heard it's like Los Angeles, but better people.
Well, I've never been to LA, so I don't know what Los Angeles is like, but everyone's super nice. It's really one of the best cities that I've been to.
Interesting.
It's amazing. Cool. I haven't been to a lot, but I'd say Nashville is.
Shit, your list is better than mine at the moment.
I don't know. You have more foreign places.
Okay, but I'm talking like United States cities.
That's fair. I didn't have Lubbock on my list, so
I'll give you my city. So, real quick, this is my original list I had before I knew we were doing countries: Dallas, Fort Worth, DC, San Antonio, and then I had Lubbock, but changed out for Fredericksburg. I have not been to a lot of places.
That's all right.
Thank you.
That's all right. Well, my number 1 is finally out of the United States, and that's Nassau. Man, it's in the Bahamas. It is the best city ever. So,
I bet it was
super nice weather.
Besides that, great memories.
Besides that, it's the clearest water I've ever seen. Awesome weather, awesome food. Like the seafood there is so. Got some Blue West water.
Champagne was really strong.
At our wedding?
Yeah, no. At the honeymoon.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've got strong alcohol, but
yeah.
I mean, it was just so much fun. The best seafood I've ever had in my life. It's fresher than you could ever imagine. So good.
Did you drink the water or something?
No. I got to swim with pigs too, so that was pretty sweet.
Ooh.
Oh, so all of our exes? Okay, I'm sorry, I had to say it. I'm sorry, I had to say it. I hope some of my exes aren't listening. You guys are great. You know what? There was an opportunity, and do we want to talk about simp or do we want to talk about your Bumble conversations?
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Don't come at me with that.
Talk about it anymore. Move on.
Anyway, so Riley, you're number 1.
Hold on. We have to show Parker Will's Bumble conversation sometime.
I'll send him a text.
Parker, if you think you and I have a bad love life, you have never seen anything like this.
Oh, God.
I've never seen someone get rejected with so much finesse.
Oh.
But my number 1 is Edinburgh, Scotland. Great city. Probably, if we're doing countries, that is my favorite country. That's right. I put it over United States. Scotland. Okay, so if you ever go to Scotland, tell them you're from Texas, and you'll be given like 5-star treatment. They love Texans. I don't know what they specifically only like Texans.
Really?
And so I was like, and the food is amazing there. If you want to talk about fresh seafood, so I love seafood like no other. And one of my favorite like seafood meals that you can get like most places is shrimp po' boy. I have never had anything come close to the shrimp po' boy I had in Scotland. I mean, literally, we ate it.
You need to go to New Orleans.
I was about to say, have you not been to New Orleans?
New Orleans po' boys are something else. They're on a different level. I'm not sure if they're.
Was that first thing about Snapchat? Was that real?
Yes.
I thought that was a meme.
No, that was my experience.
Oh.
Can we get some L's in the chat?
No, we're not taking L's. I don't even know what we're doing. I thought that was a meme you just sent. That's why I didn't say anything about it.
No, that is a personal experience.
Yikes.
Really?
I can't believe someone said that to you.
It's good stuff. It's good stuff.
Oh my! I'm sorry.
But Riley, speaking of that hospitality, that's how the Bahamas is. Not with just like Texans, but like they know that you're not from there, but they are the nicest people in the world. Like way nicer than like most Texans. It's the strangest thing.
They were nicer in Scotland than like any Texas town I've ever been to.
It's weird.
Ooh, Geno Smith just got re-signed for a 1-year deal to the Seahawks. Let go.
Ooh, they're gonna trade Russell Wilson.
Oh, I don't want to talk about that. That is the stupidest thing I've ever seen.
I don't think that's
trade him for the number 1 pick.
There's no way.
But no, I mean Edinburgh. 15 stars out of 10. I mean, it is an amazing city, and yeah, if you ever get the chance to go to Scotland, you have to start in Edinburgh. Because you won't want to go visit anywhere else. You'll just literally stay in Edinburgh the whole time. But that is my number 1. So Parker, what's your number 1?
It's kind of going off good po' boys. The number 1 for me is New Orleans.
Oh my God!
Great po' boys, great gumbo, great
beignets.
Football teams.
Yes,
great
Dumont.
football teams.
Oh, I think I went.
Great basketball teams.
Basketball.
Great skate.
Yeah, great.
Pelicans were going to be an 8th seed.
Yeah. But no, New Orleans is so fun. I want to go back as soon as I can. The only bad memory of that was my ex-girlfriend. That's the only bad memory I have. So all the pictures are no more. I was like, I don't want to look at them.
Parker, take me with you.
And now that I'm 21, it's going to be even more fun. Or 22 now.
I was 60, you're 22.
So, yeah. When I was 20. So, yeah, that's number 1. Not going to change unless I go to like Seattle or something.
I like that.
Yeah.
Good pick. Will?
Wagner.
Okay, I think everyone knows what this one's going to be. My number 1 is San Angelo, Texas.
Let's go.
I'm just kidding.
I gotta get out of here.
It's Seoul, South Korea.
Yeah.
Stayed there for a month as well. I
didn't think you were coming back. I didn't think y'all were coming back.
I didn't want to because
that's
Matt
how
Marshall amazing. Yeah, he's there right now. That's how amazing it was. It was like every like little different district with its own pretty much like city. Like there was so much to do in every place you went. They have like one of the tallest towers in the world there. Visited that.
I'll show you one of the tallest towers in the world.
There's like an Olympic park from like the Olympics when they were there. I've never been to like that big of a city before. It was just really cool. I just
that was funny.
There was like we could get on the roof of our dorm and just like look at the city at like 2 a.m. and it was just like just gorgeous. Like I don't know, it was just amazing, and I want to go back so bad because I did not want to leave. So.
Okay, so
I like it.
Off that, I just remembered something. So when I was in Europe, it was the weirdest thing ever. The sun like really doesn't set until about like it really gets dark, like because it like I don't know how to describe it. It's not like the moon or anything or the city lights. Like the sun really doesn't set until like 1 or 2 in the morning, and it like starts rising at like 4 or 5. Because so we would be up, and so I'm the type of sleeper to where if it's dark outside, I can sleep. I can't sleep during the daytime, and that's why because the sunlight and everything. And so our sleep schedules were so jacked up because it might not have been that late. I don't know. Back then, 11 o'clock was late for me. But regardless, it would be super late in the night, and it'd still be pretty light outside. Like you can go like afternoon jogging kind of weather where it's almost on the brink of dark, but like there's still just enough lights where you can run back home. Not that I would know about it or anything, but but and then like the sun would always rise. Was it like that in Korea, Will?
I think the sunset was pretty normal, like 7 or 8. But I remember the sunrise, like I think it was like 4 or 5.
Yeah, it like rises really early.
It was weird. Like when me and Trenton first got into our like dorm in Ulsan, I just remember like we got there late one night, and then we ended up being woken up by the sun because like our window didn't have very good blinds.
Yeah.
And it was like 4 a.m. and the sun was like already rising, and we were like, what? So, yeah, the sun rises pretty early, but I think it was pretty normal on like the sunset. I don't exactly remember a specific time. I can just remember like being really surprised.
Yeah, I thought that was the weirdest thing ever, that like the sunrise and sunset is different from like us. But for our top 5 we haven't been to, do we just want to do like a rundown of like just throw all of them out there?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, yeah, Baxter, you go.
All right, top 5 that I haven't been to. I don't really have a list prepared, but let me see what I can rattle off. So Rome.
You want me to go?
No, I can go.
Okay.
So Rome in Italy, that's up there. Beautiful. I love like old European architecture. That fascinates me, and I've never been to Europe, so I want to experience those new cultures.
Iconic.
Yeah, Rome would be great. Paris, kind of the same thing. I just would want to go to see it. Barcelona in Spain would be fantastic. Dublin, Ireland is another place that I want to go to. Why not? Why not?
They are so mean in Ireland.
I still think it'd be cool to go see.
Okay, so I've been to Dublin, and kudos to you. You go. So I don't know if you know, but they've been in a civil war for a long time, and as a result of it, they've kind of like trashed the state basically. Hopefully, they've cleaned it up since like 2012. I want to say is when we went, but when we were in Dublin, it was like
maybe I'll change that to Scotland then.
Like, yeah, go to Scotland. It was like downtown Austin, but like not the good side of Austin, like the bad downtown side of Austin.
Ooh.
Or no, actually, no. Maybe the bad side of San Antonio or Houston. But I would still say Austin just for, like, some of the historical stuff. But it's, like, scary, dude. I mean, if you want to go, all kudos to you. But as someone who's been, you better know where the hell you're going. You don't end up on the wrong side of the tracks.
That's fair. And I'm trying to think of a 5th one. And I'm going to have to go with
San Angelo.
Yeah, San Angelo. That's my Ballinger, Texas. No, crap, why can't I think of it? It's in Turkey. It's Istanbul.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah. So pretty much lots of European places.
Okay. All right. So I originally made this list as United States, but I'm going to stick with it. And I have a few honorable mentions for Europe, but Parker mentioned Seattle. I would love to visit Seattle, not because of coffee, but because of how horrible the weather is. And I love that kind of weather. That and watching so much Grey's Anatomy, it's like, oh my God, I'm going to move to Seattle. But no, Seattle, I really like it. Obviously, New Orleans. Being a huge Saints fan, you think, oh, who's been to No, I've never been to the state of Louisiana.
Really?
You need to
go.
I've
never been to Louisiana. Never.
It's
never even come close.
That's surprising.
Yeah. And I'm trying to think. Yeah, I haven't been to like any of the SEC states. Well, I guess Florida. And then my number 3 isn't a city, but is a state, and it's Montana.
It's a good one.
I have told so many people I'm going to Phil Jackson it, and I'm just going to go retire there. And I'm going to be like John Mayer, where I also have a ranch there. My number 4 is Cheyenne, Wyoming, because I want to go to the rodeo there. So I feel like Wyoming is a very underrated state. Like people always hate on it, but like,
It's
I
rough.
feel like I would like it.
You might like it. It's like every 5 hours is like a shack.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
there's a Denny's there though.
Ooh.
So,
Cultured.
And then there's a place called Jackson Hole that's like a big tourist place there.
Oh my god, Jackson Hole. That is. I should put that on my list. I love that place, by the way.
My number 4. So I got asked what I want to do for a senior trip, and I've still seriously considered it. But Canton, Ohio.
Oh my gosh.
Just because I want to go to the Pro Football Hall of Fame so bad. Like, you guys have no idea. And then my number 5, and the big reason why it's this is so in my time dating Carly, so her family's from Boston. So my number 5 is Boston. And
walking here.
Yeah, I'm walking here. And the pictures she would show me, like the landmark, like the stuff that you don't see on the mainstream media, it's honestly a really pretty city. I know the people are kind of there, but I mean that's also a Yankee state. They're not Yankees, sorry, but like the pizza there, the tea, get it? Because Boston tea. Anyways, yeah, Boston is definitely probably my number 5 of somewhere I want to go. And then my honorable mentions, Will stole a bunch of them. Paris, Athens, Rome, Barcelona, like those kind of places. I'd really like
Athens,
to go
Georgia?
just anywhere. Actually, I wouldn't mind going to Athens, Georgia. I hear Athens, Georgia is very pretty. Because it's not like its counterpart, Hotlanta. So that's my list. So yeah, Paris, Texas, Athens, Georgia. I'm sorry, Athens, Texas.
I actually
Rome,
have
Texas.
a buddy that's from Paris, Texas.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, my dad's side of the family, they're like 15 minutes away from Athens. They're in Maybank. I think it's like 15. I don't know what it is, but it's really close. I think you just take an exit. But yeah. So Parker, your turn.
Okay. So number 1 that I want to visit is Augusta and watch the Masters.
Yes.
I didn't even think of that.
I'm surprised you didn't throw that one in, Riley. That's
what
number 1.
Sleeper.
Sleeper number
From
1. That's
Raptors.
number 1.
What a great city.
I know. And 2 is Pebble Beach.
Okay.
Okay, so you're just going with
All
golf
there.
places.
No, those are the only 2. I promise. Those are the only 2.
Okay.
Pebble Beach is 2. Portland. Watching a Blazers game is 3. You have to throw that in there, or it's not 3.
I'd like to see Portland.
Yeah, 3.
I'd like
Portland.
to see that.
I think it's like a smaller Seattle kind of. I don't really know.
That's what I've heard.
And that's probably completely wrong, but
Ryan can correct us.
yeah. Okay. And number 4 is Florence, Italy. I think drinking coffee in Florence, Italy would be such a badass time. And number
You
5
were
is
such a coffee simp. Oh my god.
Number 5 Prague, just because it looks great in the pictures I see. I have no other reason except for that.
You didn't put Seattle in your top 5?
No, I didn't want to put Portland and Seattle. I feel like they're different.
That's
but
fair.
That's fair.
They're too close to be that. That's my 5. Though.
That's fair.
Augusta number 1 was a sleeper pick, though.
Yeah,
You gotta
That
that
is
was
a huge
so
sleeper
good.
pick.
huge.
Wow.
So good.
Look at Parker coming up.
Yeah, I like that.
I did my homework this
All
time.
right, you have to live up to that.
Okay. So number 1, I really want to go to Tokyo, Japan.
Nice.
Where you haven't been.
I really want to go to Reykjavik in Iceland.
Nice.
Dubai.
Interesting.
Ooh.
Really want to go to
Dubai shit. Dubai bit.
Stockholm
Check.
in Sweden.
Ooh.
And Singapore. I really want to go there too.
Okay.
So
I
pretty much.
So
anywhere.
what about in the United States?
Oh, in the United States. Well, I've been to a lot of places. I guess I would go
Where
to
have you not
Portland.
been?
I've been to Seattle a few times. I haven't been to Portland.
Do you like Seattle?
Yeah, I like it. I almost put it in my top 5, but I had to leave it out. It'd probably be like 6.
What about you, Baxter, for cities?
Salt Lake City. I want to go to Salt Lake City.
Oh.
Yeah.
Salt Lake City's nice.
Because like you want to see him lose, like and get swept in the playoffs, or like.
I mean, it'd be nice to see a Jazz basketball game, but I think it's beautiful in Utah. I'd really like to go.
Yeah, that's where Post Malone lives right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he lives in Utah. Yeah, nice. Hollywood's Bleeding was about how much he hated LA, and like all of our podcasts are just tying together. And yeah, he hated LA, and so he went and moved out to Utah. And he's got like a big crib out there and everything.
Yeah,
have you listened to that Post Malone Kermit interview?
No.
Okay, so it's like Kermit. He's a DJ. No,
I was like, Kermit the Frog?
It's not Kermit.
He talks with the Muppets?
Kerwin? Is it Kerwin?
Kerwin.
Kerwin Frost.
Okay.
Yes. Kerwin Frost. Sorry. He's a DJ. So he was actually at Posty Fest. We didn't get to see him, but I heard him when we were in line to get in. But yeah, that's a really good interview. 10 out of 10 would recommend. With my sponsored Posty Fest cup in the background, and Will Wagner's Cotton Bowl cup. I still
you didn't give that to me. I want that.
Yeah, I know. So is it Mount Rushmore time?
Well, do y'all want to try this new segment?
So what's the segment again? So
it's called First Impressions. And basically, we just talk about a news topic, and we all try to do impressions while talking about this news topic for a couple of minutes.
Oh, I'm going to be so bad at this.
Yeah, I am too. I think Will's going to be the only good one. I'm probably going to switch between
Wagner can't do
a couple.
Kermit.
Well, okay, how about this? You have to at least try to do like 2 impressions, 2 different ones.
I'm down.
Okay.
So I'll intro us in so like that we can do it.
This is going to be so bad.
Do you have any like news topics that y'all want to talk about? Because I've got 2 that we could talk about.
Yeah, let's just go ahead with yours.
Okay.
I've been kind of out of the loop.
So the first one, we could talk about the Rams' new uniforms.
Oh my God.
We could talk about those, or the PGA 2K like 21 video game.
I'm so hyped.
I am too. I'm excited.
Rams?
I'm so excited.
We can try to bounce between both. I mean, it's just 2 topics, so I mean.
I think Parker's really the only one who's really knowledgeable in PGA.
I can talk about
August 14th comes out. Oh, I'm excited.
Parker, you're gonna be so bad at that game. I already know. You're gonna be playing. And you're like, I hate this game already.
I hope Brooks Koepka's in the game.
I'm pre-ordering it. Yeah, no doubt.
If Brooks isn't in the game, I don't know if I'm gonna get it.
Brooks Koepka.
I love Brooks Koepka so much, and if he's not in it, I don't know if I can do it.
I bet it. I mean, yeah, I think
so.
he is. I mean, Justin Thomas is a cover. You'd assume Brooks, so he's one of the top players.
Yeah, I think I saw that only like 11 or something are going to be in it.
Really? I haven't looked at much, but...
Well, Tiger's going to be in it.
Yeah.
I hope so, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know.
Is John Daly going to be in it?
No.
I doubt it.
All right, so we have a new segment called First Impressions. So let's talk about our first news topic, the Rams uniforms. Does anyone want to start us off with their impression?
I do. Okay.
Oh my God.
Kermit the Frog, as my dad, Will Wagner, the ex-football coach of Angelo State University, ties to the football program there. And I think it's a blatant ripoff. I think Angelo State University should sue and take every penny from the LA Rams.
My heart hurts.
That's all I have to say on the issue.
My heart. I think I'm having a heart attack.
Okay. Well,
what else needs
I
to be
just want to
said?
say, go Tigers.
Oh my God! No! This segment's over. With that, Coach O.
Yes.
This segment is over. Well, I want you to hear it from our audio perspective.
Was that?
And it wasn't even like deep. It was like, "All right, I'm Coach O here."
Oh my gosh!
That's better than mine.
It sounded like Patrick Mahomes.
No, it sounded like Coach O going through puberty. This segment is over.
That was good though.
I gotta get out of here, boys.
Come on, that was good. You've got to do something.
I thought it was good.
Yeah, let's keep it up, Riley.
Well, the uniforms down in LA, they suck pretty bad, and I'm gonna have to be with the frog there. And they're the worst damn uniforms I think I've ever seen before. And I don't really have too much to say about it because I'm not gonna waste my energy because we gotta get back out to practice in a little bit. And go Tigers. I'm out of breath from doing that. I want you guys to know. Like I have to go check my heart rate in a little bit.
Do you need an inhaler? I have one.
Actually, that sounds amazing right now. All right, I want to hear Parker's impression.
I'm on Reddit right now looking for easy impressions. Okay. Oh, shit. Okay, wait. Clear up!
Where's my mate? That's supposed to be goofy.
Yeah. That's awesome.
That's gonna be a new outro. Okay, well, that was no, Parker. You're not even going.
That was fun.
No.
That was fun.
I have a headache from that. Oh my god! I'm so sorry to all of our listeners who are still listening to this. Oh yeah. Speaking of which, did our listenership go up since last time?
It's about the same. I'm probably I'm probably most of the listens anyway.
I mean, I linked it to a few of my friends on YouTube or something.
Well, so my friend, Parker, Kylie actually listened to it.
What?
Yeah, she said, well, once you guys started talking about rap music, I turned it off.
Okay, so
I was like, okay. I was like, I'll take that. But thanks, Ryan listens to it. Because Ryan was asking for Erin's phone number because I think he's going to use her for senior pictures also.
Oh, okay.
Actually, so he asked for her Twitter, and I was like, well, she doesn't have Twitter. So I think he's going to text her for a senior picture. So look at us go, boys.
Nice. Okay.
Yeah, so that's for sure 2 listeners, and then 4. So 6 of us, and I don't know who the other 2 are. So thank you, the other 2 listeners. Okay, so I don't know who the other 1 listener is. Did you have Sterling listen to it?
Nah. She's not a big fan of podcasts.
Oh. She's not a fan of cooking podcasts?
Say what?
As many cooking recipes as she puts on her Instagram story, I'm surprised she doesn't listen to cooking podcasts.
No, not really.
Interesting. Well, that was first impression.
Yeah, so get ready to do that. Again, I think it's a smash hit.
We're not doing that every week.
I can do a good Obama impression. I'll save it for next time.
Oh my god.
Do you think that's allowed?
I don't know.
There's no telling. We'll save it we'll try to do it like once every 2 weeks or something. Maybe when there's like a breaking news story, we'll try to do it.
Well, in 2 weeks, I think is when we find out if the NBA is going to start back up.
Maybe we can do it then.
Adam Silver put something out.
We'll save it. We'll save it for breaking news segments.
Breaking news: Wagner is still a simp.
All right, let's get to our Mount Rushmore draft of video games.
Ooh, okay. I'm gonna get the number generator going.
I'm excited for this one.
I am too.
All right,
I'm interested.
So, I'll be 1, Baxter 2, Parker 3, Wagner 4. Generate. All right, number 3, Parker, you go first.
Cool. I don't like this. Okay. I know last week we talked about what we were gonna do as our.
I was going to say, why don't you say what your number 1 was from last week?
Okay. I gotta do the best game of all time, hands down. Mario and Sonic. The Disney Olympics 2008.
Stealing my damn picks.
Game Nintendo's ever made. Don't come at me.
Stealing my damn picks. Also, Wagner, I swear if you say Animal Crossing, I'm going to quit this podcast. Because you're going to say Animal Crossing. Oh my God.
We'll see.
Okay. All right. I'm up. Thank God. So, I said it last week, and I'll say it again. My number one game, Lego Star Wars on the Wii Boys. What a trend-setting game that was.
So
Great
good.
game. Great game.
Great game. Great game. One of the best games ever created. Don't even at me. Don't come for me. But, yeah, so that's my number one. And then, Wagner, you're up.
Okay, so my number one.
And I swear you
is
better not say Animal Crossing.
Star Wars Battlefront 2, the original one. I believe it came out in
Ooh.
2005.
Very nice.
Okay.
That's all I got to say.
All
Greatest
right.
game.
Well, my number one is undoubtedly my favorite game of all time. I think it's the best game ever made, and it's NCAA 14.
Yep.
Yep. So
I'll
good.
second that.
Yep.
So
That would be
good.
mine if you weren't going to pick it,
Yeah.
because it's an amazing game.
Beautiful, timeless, amazing. It's a shame that they stopped making them.
Things you hate to see.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, my second pick is Red Dead Redemption.
Wait, which one?
The
Yeah, I was
first
gonna
one.
say.
The first
Damn
one.
it.
Oh, okay. We're good. Everyone calm down.
Yeah, second's
Okay.
still there.
All right. Wagner, you're up.
Okay, my second one is Destiny 1, the one that came out in like 2015, I believe. Not the new one. A new one sucks. But that one is probably one of the greatest shooters of all time. So, pass it on to Parker.
Parker, I'm going to let you have it because my number two is too good to pass up.
All right.
But Wii Sports Resort.
Great game.
Fantastic.
Great
Yeah.
game.
So I already know what your number two is. And
Actually, I don't know.
you can-
Wait, no, what are you talking about? I don't know.
Oh, never mind. I don't know what you're talking about. Anyways, Parker, you're up.
I was like, now the pressure's on shit. Number two for me is Black Ops 2 on the PS3.
Ooh.
Great game. Great memories.
Great pick.
Yeah,
Great
very good.
memories of getting Master Prestige and thinking I was the shit. Number three, I'm going off the board. Like number three, Tiger Woods PGA Tour 10.
Ooh.
Great game. You can create your own course. They had
An upset. Not an upset.
I know
a sleeper pick.
that Dark Horse pick, huh? That's number three.
Yeah.
Best game
All right.
I've ever
Well,
played in golf.
I'm so glad you said that because now I get to say what my number three is.
That was weird.
Red Dead Redemption 2, boys.
Look,
Let's
I've never played
go.
the second one, so I can't say anything about it. That's why I didn't say it.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah.
You can ask Parker. When I first got that game from my brother, Parker, how many hours did I play Red Dead?
You played it for like 10 hours a night. It seemed like.
Like I've never put myself in the category of a gamer, but when I was playing Red Dead, I would put on my cowboy hat, a face mask, have a glass of wine next to me, and no one could stop me.
So much fun.
No one could stop me. All right. Wagner, you're up.
My number three?
Yep.
My number three is Dark Souls 3. It has all, like how Dark Souls games are like super hard, but it's actually like kind of user friendly. So like the controls aren't really wonky. It's super fun. I would definitely recommend it to someone who wants to try like a more challenging game. It's not too crazy hard, like not as hard as Dark Souls 1 or 2, but
Where would you
Still
put
pretty
it
fun.
as compared to Star Wars Fallen Order?
never played Star Wars Fallen Order.
Oh, that's right.
So-
You haven't played it.
I wouldn't say it's hard anymore just because I've played it a lot, but definitely when I was starting, I quit and then a year later picked it up and finished it. So it's hard if you've never played a game like that and you're coming at it totally alone. But if you have like experience with games like that, it's challenging. It's really rewarding when you like finish a boss or like finish the game. Pretty fun.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. I like it. My number three is Fallout 4.
Ooh.
Just beautiful
Ooh.
game.
Ooh.
Beautiful.
Great.
Such a good time. I love it. There's not really much more to say. Just a
Fantastic.
very good game. And then my last one is Modern Warfare 2.
Good pick.
Big nostalgia
Good
pick. Big nostalgia.
All right, Wagner.
Okay, my number 4 is Rainbow Six Siege.
Okay.
It's super fun, super sweaty, but I think it's pretty cool because all the different characters you can play as. But I think it's a game that I always get mad at because I'm terrible, but it always keeps me coming back to it just because it's really fun when you actually do good. So that's my number 4.
All right, so I'm actually going to put Red Dead at number 4 because my number 3, I don't know how anyone did not say this, but Mario Kart.
Yeah, fellas. I had mine on my honorable.
Fellas.
Oh, dang, that's a good one.
That was the number 5 for me.
And I was going through games in my head because I didn't come up with the list, and I was going to say a few others, and I was like, wait a second, Mario Kart. So you can tell I'm a big Wii fan because 3 of my 4 games are Wii. But yeah, I'm gonna bump Red Dead down to number 4. And there are some other ones I could put over Red Dead, but in terms of how much I've played and how in depth I got with it, I'd have to put Red Dead at number 4. So Parker, finish us off.
Okay, I'm going off the board again here. Number 4, MLB Slugfest 2006. Has anyone played right now? No. Has anyone played this game? Oh,
is what you're playing right now?
No. It's one of the funnest baseball games I've ever played. It's baseball, but like Randy Johnson has the ability to throw a fireball 200 miles an hour.
Oh my gosh!
It's just baseball, but fun shit. It's so fun. I played it so much when I was a kid. That's number 4. And then number 5 is a story game.
Wait. Hold on. Mount Rushmore is only number 4.
Oh, well, never mind. Yeah, 4 then.
Yeah, so now honorable mention.
Honorable mention, Uncharted 4 and Fortnite. I'm kidding.
I'm just surprised no one said any 2K game.
That's my honorable mentions.
Yeah.
I play them, but they're not my top 5, I'd say.
Okay, so my honorable mention, I was actually going to say this instead of Mario Kart, but I was like, wait, no, I can't say that. Minecraft. I love Minecraft. And then I got to go with Madden 20. I think, yes, it's the most up-to-date one. But, you can say, well, this is better. No, I think Madden 20 is the best Madden that's been put out. Maybe Madden 18, that one was pretty good. But Madden 20, I think, is the best Madden that's been put out.
Recently or ever?
I think overall. I mean, you can't compare it to the Bo Jackson one.
No, but I'm saying a lot of people would probably say I don't remember what it was, but it wasn't a Madden game, but it was the one with Michael Vick on the cover.
Yeah, I think it was a 2K. I think it was 2K that made that one.
That was
2K or
2K7
I think so, something
I don't
that.
know.
Maybe it was Madden, but
okay, I do know. Yeah, that one was very good, but that one's a 2K game. I'm pretty sure it's 2K, right?
I don't remember. I didn't play it. I feel like it is.
Interesting. And then I'm trying to think. Yeah, so I mean that's my honorable mention. So Wagner, your honorable mention.
2K16, the greatest NBA 2K game in my opinion.
Yep.
After that, everything just went downhill.
Yeah.
And then Black Ops 1 and 2. I think those two can't really decide between both of them, but those two are great. And then I'd put Fallout 4 as an honorable mention, even though Will already said it. It's just I really enjoy that game too.
So much fun.
Yeah. Oh, and Rocket League. Even though I hate that game with the brain.
I'm so mad.
I get so mad, but we play it so much that I think it deserves an honorable mention.
Yeah, I think 2K16. I think that's the last one, last good one that they made. And then Mario Kart. Mario Kart's always so much fun.
Oh yeah, just timeless.
Always.
Okay, so I had to disconnect my AirPods because they died, and I had to hook up my phone to my speaker so I could hear you guys because I couldn't hear it.
Oh, okay.
No, okay.
Well, we just finished up.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So good timing.
All right.
Yeah,
so,
that was fun.
What are we talking about next week?
That's a good question. I guess we'll have to figure that out.
Ooh, we could do a poll on Twitter. Okay, so each person comes
Who's
up
gonna
with a new topic.
answer that?
Who's gonna
Okay,
answer?
so all 4 of us come up with one topic, and then we'll put a poll out.
It's gonna have
about-
one vote for each topic.
I'll get my sister to vote.
Okay. That's
Okay.
a good idea.
Okay, so we can do Mount Rushmore of greatest college towns.
Mm,
We already know San Angelo, Texas is number 1 on the list, so it doesn't really matter.
yeah.
Okay, so Mount Rushmore of greatest college towns.
I mean, like, I don't know, like, because I can't personally speak. I've
Why
been to,
don't we?
like,
Yeah, because
I feel like sports cities is better.
yeah, I just feel like my opinions on that are kind of just, like, based on what I've heard. Not really, like,
That's true.
Yeah.
Okay, then what about? Well, we all drink beer, so we could do Mount Rushmore beer.
Ours gonna be so different, right?
Yeah, mine is just gonna be. All right, so it's actually just Miller Lite.
yeah, it was
On all 4.
for four picks.
Are we still recording?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can cut it off though. Well, mainly just because we need to be like.
Well, if anyone who's listening thinks we should do something, text us. Like, if you're still listening, please text us and let us know because we need ideas.
What if we did like best players to never win a Heisman? Me and Will talked about that.
we can do that.
Okay, we won't even.
Patrick Mahomes.
Patrick Mahomes. No. You're close, but not that. But
Crabtree.
Do you want to do like Mount Rushmore or like just discussion?
Let's do like
We can do
a top.
discussion.
You want to do like?
I'd rather just do discussion.
So, do we want to get like 5 for each of us, or like just a?
Just as many as you can think of, because I might not be able to think of 5. 'Cause
Okay.
I guess.
So, like, what about like a max of 5? Just
Yeah,
so.
max of 5.
Yeah, max of 5.
Okay. That works.
Yeah, because that alone will take a while.
Yeah.
I think so. We're good.
All right. Well, thank
Sweet.
you guys for if you're still listening. Thank you for listening to this episode of Life, Liberty, and Pods. And don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And have a groovy Tuesday.
Peace.
No.
Peace. Make sure to kiss the homies goodnight.